16th. Guess what? It's a snow day, so I'm not in the beautiful studios of the Arkansas Times, and there's not much news today. It was Washington's birthday to begin with, and then the snow shut down most of Arkansas. The airport was closed, Oaklawn was closed, state government was closed. I think even the lobbyists didn't have their cocktail parties today. We can predict what's going to be big news at the Capitol this week. Asa Hutchinson, I think, is going to roll out his legislation about prisons. This is going to be a major bill. It's going to be about sentencing, parole, perhaps some construction of regional jail cells, more money for drug courts, and perhaps a lot of alternatives to more prison beds and more time in prison. There's going to be a fight from Republicans about wanting to keep people in prison a longer time and locked up longer, because there's some people who just simply believe you can't fix people who've committed crimes. I think Asa Hutchinson has a somewhat more moderate point of view. It's going to be interesting to watch. Civil rights are still big news in Arkansas today. Late last week, as you know, the legislature completed action on a bill to prevent cities and counties from passing civil rights ordinances that protect gay people. The governor said that while he didn't like some things about the bill, he doesn't intend to veto it. He'll let it come law without his signature. A big social media campaign has begun today to try and get Hutchinson to change his mind. You may remember that the governor of Arizona, conservative Republican Jan Brewer, finally vetoed an anti-gay bill that was passed in that state simply because it's bad for business. It sends a bad message to the rest of the country. Little Rock is going to take up a civil rights ordinance for gay people soon. Kathy Webb says, the city director, there's a petition drive underway to do the same in North Little Rock, which hopes to build a big new arts center complex. The arts have been welcoming to people of diverse sexual orientation. This would be a chance for Mayor Joe Smith to show that he welcomes the arts community in more ways than with just new facilities. The Little Rock School District continues to be a hot topic. There was an angry meeting over the weekend of local people who aren't happy that the school district was taken over by the state. I think it's probably time for people in the school district to try and make the best of a bad situation. Interesting articles on our blog today by both Greg Adams, the former school board president, and by Jim Ross, who's sort of a firebrand school board member who wasn't happy that the state took the district over without having an immediate plan in place to do anything about the failing schools. Probably the most exciting news of the day was Senator Jason Rapert, who's been very quiet during this legislative session, unusually quiet for the bombastic senator. He made a post on his Facebook page over the weekend that said it was time to use nuclear weapons against ISIS. And once again, the Middle East expert Jason Rapert speaks. Tactical nuclear weapons, mind me, just a little bit of radiation. He thinks, I guess, that you can gather up all ISIS in one spot, send all the innocent people away, and then just bomb them all in one place. I think perhaps he needs a little more foreign affairs instruction. And finally, a piece of good news. Hot Springs made the top 11 list of the best cities in America to get barbecue. Stubby's, McLard's, and Smoking in Style all got special mention, and if it weren't for the ice on the roads, I think I'd be down there getting myself around a tamale spread at McLard's right now. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow, I hope, back in the studios of the Arkansas Times. I'm Max Brantley. But remember, wherever it is, you're going to want to try and hold it pretty steady when it's time. So.